there was enough there that I'm like, yeah, he deserves to make the list. He's just kind of one of those guys where he's a pretty solid athlete, with really great ball skills, and that's really all about he's got going for him. He's a pretty solid athlete, really great ball skills, and I've heard a lot of great things about him as a leader and two-time captain for TCU. Um, and he knows what he's looking at, right? And he puts those skills to work because, man, he's a playmaker. He knows what I think he's like top 10 in TCU all-time interceptions, and he could theoretically break that record this year. It's extremely plausible if he keeps up his current averages. But that is also because he's a 6-year senior. So I would hope that you're more polished and know what you're looking at, but Bud Clark absolutely does. I'm curious to see what you have to say about him. Where did you end up with him?
He is currently my safety 11, and I have a feeling he'll probably finish somewhere around safety 14 or 15. I do have a draftable grade on him. I currently have a 7th. His real name is Jadarius, by the way.
Really?
Jadarius Bud Clark. Yep, that's something I got to do for every single prospect. Got to figure out what your name is. Don't ask me why. It's a straight up compulsion. But yeah, we definitely view him as the same guy. I think I'm a little lower on him because I thought his drive phase acceleration was actually about as bad as it got in this class,
Really?
at least for free safeties. He has really good anticipation and he is aggressive and he will go out and undercut the ball. I loved that the turnovers he forced weren't just the ball getting tipped up to him. It wasn't just an overthrow and he was at the right place in the right time. He absolutely earns his turnovers. And like you mentioned, he has fantastic ball skills. But I actually felt like there was some production left on the table by him just arriving to the catch point late. I thought that for a player who's not super sound in coverage, because I don't think he is top 5 or 6 in this class in terms of how sticky he is in coverage. I just think he's really aggressive. He's not athletic enough to have truly like a starting NFL free safety role. And against the run, forget about it. He's 185 pounds. He plays like he doesn't want to get hit. Bottom of the barrel tackling technique, just kind of diving at guys' ankles, trying not to get hit by their knees on the way down. He's just not about the run defense. So I don't think he's a special teamer either. But maybe you get him on the field in dime packages, let him roam, let him use his instincts to be in the right place at the right time and get you a turnover to a season. I could certainly see him sticking on an NFL roster, but not a starting candidate to me.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't think the acceleration was that bad, and considering that he's got long strides. At first, I was really lower on athleticism, but man, I always misjudge those guys that have really long strides for some reason. Like
It's
you're
hard.
not like it doesn't look like you're moving that fast, but then you look at how much ground he covered and like, holy shit, yeah, okay, you're pretty fast, you know. But he's not that fast, and his hips are too tight to play man coverage consistently. Um, and he's not good in run defense, like you said, but he had an 8% missed tackle rate in 2024, which holy shit, how is that even
I saw
possible?
that as well. That's freaking bizarre. I think it's
Because
because
the year before it was
he's not getting
28.
many tackle opportunities. He's kind of
Yeah,
avoiding the tackle point,
but the
but
year
it's
before
still
it was
weird.
28%. That was like that was the lowest number of anybody I looked at this cycle. And I was like, what the hell? How's that even possible? Isaac Smith, the Mississippi State safety, I didn't end up watching him, but he had a lower number at 7%. Um, but yeah, Bud Clark really, he's just kind of another guy, but the playmaking instincts really showed out above the rest, and he made quite a few big plays in that title run against Michigan, against those Big 12 teams that they beat down the stretch. And that made me think, yeah, this guy's going to be on an NFL roster. He's got plenty of experience. He knows what he's looking at, even though I do think the processor could use more consistency. Like you said, not the stickiest coverage defender, not a guy that if you had to pick anybody at this class to spot drop, that's who you're going to choose. But the ball skills, the playmaking instincts, the leadership, they really show up on tape. And I think there is some untapped athleticism there as well. Some injuries may have kept that down. I'm just really curious to see what this year holds and if an NFL team can make something of him.
It's all about if he can keep forcing the turnovers. If he can do
Yep.
that, you're going to have a role.
There you go.